everyone. Today I'm going to present my architectural presentation that would describe the design of the riparian library that we have been working on from weeks or maybe months. My project basically explores how architectural space can gradually transit from public and active zones to private and silent environments. This building is organized across 3 floors that were where the ground floor is highly accessible and communal, and as we move upward the space become more progressively quieter, more kind of focused and more private. This vertical zoning responds to heat, noise and user behavior as shaping an experience that supports community interaction at the base and deep concentration at the top. This is the floor plan. The core idea vertical is to create a vertical gradient of sound, privacy and activity. This building functions like a filter, as like at the bottom it welcomes movement, it welcomes social interaction and public gatherings, while in the middle it balances openness with calm, creating semi-private areas, and at the top it becomes introspective, a space for reading, focus and reflection. This concept aligns spatial organization with the psychological needs of user. As you can see, these are the two perspective from the inside view, and there is the other one with the exterior view. From the two perspective which are with the interior view, the top one is of the hall, which is the exhibition gallery and the cafe and lounge area, where the whole section is a big open space with double heighted ceiling with 25 feet of height, and around the whole area is 1500 to 2000 square feet, the whole open area. And this is the exterior view is from the balcony on the second floor that faces the Tempe Town Lake, which could be used during taking breaks, and where the students or anyone using the library can get freshen up and freshen their minds. Moving on to the floor plans, this is the first floor, and it is designed as the most public and accessible layer of the building. This is where people enter, gather and socialize and explore. There are key spaces which includes a large common lounge, exhibition gallery, reception and circulation zones, open sitting and community spaces. The goal was to create a lively, welcoming area filled with natural light and visual openness. Large openings, active programming and clear circulation kind of encourage visitors to move freely. As this level experiences the most movement and noise, materials are chosen for durability and acoustic control, such as treated concrete, acoustic ceilings and shaded facades. We have discussed about the materials in very detail and very precisely in our essay that we created for our previous models and previous modules and the previous assignment. There we have described the materials for each floor and each room, maybe, which has been designated its own material according to the requirement and the functioning of the room. As we move to the second floor, the building begins to quiet down. It serves as a transition between public activity and private study environment. There are spaces that includes reading lounges, breakout study areas, staff offices, as you can see from here. There are general collections area and some small group rooms. It also has a mediathek that could act as a breakout or maybe as a break room. This layout becomes slightly more compartmentalized as we introduce controlled lighting, filtered opening, and more enclosed rooms. The furniture shift towards study-oriented layouts and circulation become calmer, more stable, and more easier. The filtered daylight enters through shading devices or perforated screens. Terraces or semi-open pocket provides quiet breakout spaces that still maintain a visual connection to the exterior. These outside balcony faces the Tempe Town Lake, which could be used as a relaxation room for the students or anyone using the library. They could feel the warm or the cold breeze flowing at the Tempe Town Lake, at the shore of the lake, and the quiet and pleasant movement of the water could help them in relaxing. The third floor represents the most private and most quiet zone in the building. This is where long duration activities like studying, reading, and research takes place. There are key spaces like private reading room, silent study zones, research, reflection spaces, and everything. This level uses smaller rooms, denser materials, and softer finishes to create an acoustically controlled environment. Light is more diffused, sound is kind of minimized, and the atmosphere that we wanted to create or that we designed to create is encourages deep concentration. There are thicker walls, double glazing, and there are some panels that ensure silence. The this entire level is designed to support quiet and uninterrupted work. Now, as we move to the section cuts, the vertical design logic can be visually seen here very easily. There zoning in the vertical direction provides several benefits, like noise naturally decreases as we move upward, so the quietest functions belong at the top. Public spaces stay easily accessible on the ground floor without disturbing private study areas. Heat control improves as upper floors use shading, reduced glazing, and denser walls. User behavior flows intuitively. People begin in open spaces and move towards quiet rooms based on their needs. As we discussed a bit about the materials and environmental strategies, we can move toward the materials kind of section. Like throughout the building, material choices support both thermal and acoustic comfort. We have used terracotta or earth-based facades to reduce heat gain, concrete and stone in public areas for durability. Shading devices and recessed windows are kind of a very good integration for filtering the sunlight. And carpeted floors in upper reading areas would basically soften the surfaces. To conclude, this project demonstrates how thoughtful vertical zoning can enhance user experience in a public building, though it be a library or any other building which is created for normal public. By organizing the spaces from active to silent, the design supports community engagement while also offering areas for deep focus and study. The building becomes a journey beginning with shared, vibrant spaces and gradually transitioning into peaceful, introspective environments. So, this was basically what we designed and what we tried to make out of a library. And that's it for today. Thank you.